Hey y'all, welcome to a special episode, Season 3, Prepping for the Apocalypse. Alright, so as you can see, back of the dugout, also known as Plan B, meaning that this is the practice dugout for the real dugout, but I also wanted to be functional in case I need a Plan B escape, place to go, and you should have a Plan B too. I'm being serious. Okay, so if you've already seen the hyperlapse video that I just posted a moment ago, then you saw that originally this area right there behind me was a bunch of dirt, so I had to dig out that dirt, fill up about 8, maybe 10 sandbags and stack them up and make some stairs for that area right there. Also, it's a seating area. If you haven't seen that yet, you should probably see that before you watch this, because this is a continuation of that, but in real time. This is the angle that I recorded most of that video at. So now you get to see what it really looks like. This is how deep we are right now. I need to raise that up another 1 or 2 sandbags before I complete the roof on this area. But these are the steps, see? Also functions as a seating area. Whenever you want to use it. Okay. One of the things that I was trying to show in that hyperlapse video also is that as I was setting the sandbags down, I was checking to make sure that it's level. See, right there it's level. Whoops, that's not level. I need to readjust that. Whoop, caught me slipping. Anyways, it's supposed to be level. See, right there is level. Look, that one's off. But in between, it's level. That way when you stack off of it, that's the important part. In the middle, it needs to be middle. It needs to be level in the middle. Middle needs to be level, and it needs to be level in the middle. There you go. Anyways. Okay, one thing I want to point out to you right now, if you see, this is basically the size of a good sized sofa. You could stretch out on that, laid out. It's going to be a bed. It's going to cover that with something to make it soft, not just live on sandbags, you know what I mean? But anyways, you see I got the wall built up behind there. But over here I have these pieces that stick out because when I take the rafter beams, these are going to help support the rafter beams. So I have it right here, and also over there, if you see, I've got those in position to support the rafter beam there, and I'm going to bring it up into a point like a teepee up here. You'll see it eventually. But basically, as I continue to build and stack the sandbags from this point on, I'm going to have the rafter beams with boards going across that to build the roof, and then stack the sandbags across that and then cover it all with dirt. Let it blend in and be safe, solid. Bunker. And of course over there is the work in progress rock stove fireplace. So coming off of this wall right here, as you can see, I still need to connect this with a couple sandbags and then stack that up. But it's getting closer. Okay, so I'm going to use these tools here to chip away this dirt from this area, remove the rocks and smooth it out and level it. And also use the dirt to fill up some sandbags. And you'll see. This area is also plentiful in acorns. Just don't want to eat them raw. You want to leach the tannins, the toxins out of them that make them bitter by boiling or soaking them in water for over an hour. I'll get into that in the next episode, God willing. Alright, these rocks and roots are why I use a hammer and not a shovel. Fill up some more sandbags. Small dude for now. Okay, so after using the hammer to loosen up all the roots and rocks, I then use this scoop right here. And it's called a garden trowel. And I use this bucket to fill up the sandbags. Line up the floor and make a mess like that. But it happens. I plan on getting dirty when I come out here. Sandbags flying over, of course. Anyways, I use these clippers to remove all the little roots that get in the way and to prevent them from growing into your habitat. You know what I'm saying? Into the bunker, into dugout, shelter, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it Plan B. Anyways, that's how you do that. Oh, I should also mention that for big roots like this, I'm not going to chop it up and remove it because that would be harmful to that tree right there. I like that tree. So I'm going to build along it. I like the way it's shaped. See how they're all kind of curving off to the side. One thing I should probably mention is if you see that dirt right there, it's all going up on a hill, see? So this is flat against the hill, right? It all slopes down against that, so that's why I gotta have that real strong, because you got all that dirt pressing against it. All right, so back it up right here. You see how the hill climbs up towards that tree over there. There's the outer edge of that wall. I'm gonna bring the dirt and camouflage that from the outside. But anyways, once you get to the inside, here's the wall, see? Nice and secure. There's the fireplace, soon to be, but anyways, seating area. And now I'm going to enclose it right there as I fill up that sandbag and tie it off and build up that area. So that's where we are now. And if you didn't quite follow what I was saying, that's because I'm being spontaneous with this video. Okay, so after digging the dirt, separating the roots and rocks, using the dirt to fill up the sandbag, you want to twist it off and tie it, and then use it. Okay. Take it, drop it a couple times, kind of flatten it. Okay, stomp on it with the feet. There it is. Oh, you can't even see it. Whoops. Okay, so the bubble shows it's level going this way, but when you try to connect it to the other one, it is not level. That's because the root is holding it up, so I'm going to need to smooth that out some. Okay, so as you can see, I made a slight adjustment, allowing the root to grow between them, and I'm going to fill the space with some rocks, like this, and that rock works good for that spot, and now I'm going to need another rock for right there. But anyways, you see what I'm saying. The bubble is level for that area, so I could stack a Dutch brick right there to connect this corner. This one's going to have one vertical like that, standing up to support the post from this side. This is going to be the back door. There's going to be the front door. That way you can let the air circulate through the front and the back. Go with the flow. Like this video. No, really, please, like this video. And I hope you do like this video. I'm being serious. Not just pressing the button, but what you see. So, see, it is pretty much connected now. Just got to work on that, and then we're going to get to cutting some beams for the ceiling, the roof, and all that good stuff. Here's an example of how this is being built into the hill. See how it's lower right there? Okay. See how it raises up? So I'm also designing a gutter system, if you would, for when it rains, so it doesn't flood out this area and turn this into a big mud hole, muddy swim hole, you know what I mean? Although mud is good for your skin and a natural way to camouflage and to keep yourself cool if you're out in the sun. Anyways, that's enough goofing around. Time to get back to work. Once again, saving the bigger tree roots. Okay, so after filling the first bucket full of dirt, you open up the sandbag and put it over the bucket, and then grab the bag and the bucket, the other way, take it and pull the bucket out and set it upside down, and it pours the dirt in there, and then that will hold the bag in place for you as you fill up your next bucket full of dirt. When it comes to filling up your empty bucket, you could just take it and dump the scoops in there, but I find it easier to lay your bucket on its side, and you could just scoop a half a bucket full like that, and then push the rest in out of the pile, see, and then it's pretty much full right there. And then you can just tap it off, and then pour it into the bag. Okay, that's a scoop, pour, and repeat. Usually around 4, maybe 5 buckets will fill up the bag. Using a 1-gallon bucket. This is a 1-gallon bucket. You could perhaps cut the top off of a milk carton a milk jug and then use that to scoop, perhaps. I may try that with this one, but not right now. Let's back up another this one. There. Actually, that might be a little bit too full. You want to be able to grip it with your hand and then wrap it off and tie it. Alright, now I'm going to use this bag to fill this gap right here, so I'm preparing the area, scooping it down a little bit. And then I'm going to dump a few rocks, small, flat ones like this, right, to create a solid surface to set the bag on, because a lot of weight's going to be supporting on this. So, there we go. Now, if you can see, my measurements were pretty accurate. It's fairly level, but it's a little bit lower, so I'm going to want to build it up with a few more rocks to make it level with this area right here, and then I will connect this to that using another sandbag stacked on there. Boom! You want to fill up any gaps like that with rocks too to help secure it along here. Cover up that root with some rocks, and fill up all that with some rocks. Secure that, and then cover it with a lot of dirt. And of course more rocks on top of that. Rockin'! Okay, now here's an example of what not to do because I messed up along the way. Well, as you see, I get pretty wild while swinging this hammer into the dirt, and sometimes I'll forget where the edge of the sandbag was from the previous day. So I caught the edge, and I tried to tape it up with some Gorilla Tape with the dirt. It didn't really stick very effectively, although the tape is very heavy duty. I did make the same mistake right there as I was chiseling that dirt. I forgot how deep that and how it was stacked. But anyways, it happens. Look at that root stuck in the hammer. That happens too, occasionally. Alright, so that puts an end cap on that portion of the wall right there to close in the steps. Work in progress, but we're getting there. For even as we stay right where we are, we seem to be going somewhere. You don't believe that time travel is possible? We're traveling through time right now as the earth is spinning around the sun. That's what creates the passing of time throughout the day. You can witness these things with your very own eyes. I tell you no lies. I speak truth, and I'm being serious. Speaking of truth, may the one true God, Lord Yahweh, Elohim, hold you in his loving hands and shelter you beneath his agape wings. In Jesus' holy name, amen. Now I hope you receive that blessing. Do you believe it? Do you receive it? Can I get an amen? This has been another episode of Prepping for the Apocalypse. And as always, stay safe, be careful, and God bless you.